All right, it's Super Bowl Monday, and as you can see here in Queenstown, New Zealand, it's also garbage day. And that's not what I'm showing you with this beginning of the video. That is actually the apartment complex where I'm staying for the next 3 nights. I found a place that is owned by a couple named Hope and Mark, and for $92, I think $90 a night, I'm sharing their apartment with them. I've got a wonderful room, and they are actually gone all during the day, so I've got a fantastic work environment for myself with Wi-Fi and TV and beautiful view of Queenstown. So you can see it's not a cloud in the sky, and I'm going to pan around or show you the neighborhood as I get it started on my evening walk. It's going to be a special evening walk. I'll share that with you here in just a moment. So as luck would have it, as I start out on my evening walk here in Queenstown, New Zealand, I come across this large park. And what are they playing? They're playing rugby. And I don't know a lot about rugby, but it sure is interesting to sit here and watch some of the action. So I guess the Kiwis, what they call the New Zealanders here, are actually pretty good rugby players. So this looks like it's a co-ed rugby match, and I don't have a clue how it's played, but they look like they're having a lot of fun.
Oh shit! So it's not your van.
It's a beautiful evening here. Temperature is, temperature must be in the low 80s, I would imagine. And it's just really spectacular. And then the setting here is just beautiful. Look at the backdrop that they're playing in. You can see a lot of the really nice residential homes up on the hill. I will zoom in on some of those and give you an idea as to what those homes look like. I'm sure it's a collection of apartments. And they call apartments here, or they call what we call condos, they call apartments. So I'll zoom in and show you a little bit of a residential area here in Queenstown. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to continue my walk. Sorry, I can't tell you who's winning, but look at that. Kind of interesting to watch. They don't wear any protective gear, and it can be pretty a pretty rough game. Interesting. All right, let's get on with the walk. All right, I've arrived at the starting point of my final destination of this evening walk, Skyline Queenstown, and as you can see behind the building there's gondolas that go up the top of this mountain. And when I arrived in Queenstown, somebody told me that I must do the gondola ride. And when I asked how much it was, they said, well, it's maybe $60. And I thought, gee, being the frugal guy that I am, I don't know if I want to spend $60 to walk up to the top of that mountain there, or not walk up, but ride up rather. And that's when I was told that there is an actual path that goes up the mountainside underneath the gondolas that you see. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend my evening walk going up to the top there and catching the view from the top of this mountain. I'll share the view with you down into the town of Queenstown as I go up. So just call it the Poleman's gondola ride, if you will, here in Queenstown. I sure wish there were some special someone with me to do this walk, but she unfortunately is back up in Auckland, so I'll have to do the walk by myself. Okay, so as one might imagine, I've barely started my trek up this mountain and I'm already short of breath. But I'm not going to let that discourage me. I'm going to, one way or another, make it up to the top. So you can see the trail is a combination bike trail and hiking trail that winds its way up the top to the restaurant. And I'll pan around and give you a shot of the surrounding area. Okay, so I'm all of about 2 minutes into my hike up this mountain, and I came across a little resting spot. One of the gentlemen coming down the trail, there aren't too many people on the trail. One of the people coming down the trail gave me a hiking stick. So I've got a hiking stick to help me find my way up. And interestingly enough, just at the start of the trail, they have this chair that's carved out of a tree. And maybe this is for people to stop and give thought to whether they really want to do this trip or not. But I'm going to do it, because I know at the end of the trip I've got a Ferg burger waiting for me. So we'll continue on our way. Okay, here's a good spot to show you the terrain that I'm hiking up. And if I come down and pan down, you'll see it's quite the forest. And I cannot imagine somebody riding a mountain bike up here, but who knows? We'll see if we see any on the way up. Okay, if zip lining is your thing, this is probably as good a spot to do it as any. I'm hopefully about halfway up, and had my first fall, but I'm okay. And show you an idea as to how steep this is. Look at the drop off from where I'm currently standing. So I'm just going to continue on my way up the hill, and we'll see what. I met a gal on her way down, and she told me that there's all types of things to see up at the top. People parasailing and other activities. So we'll see here, and just hopefully sooner than later. Wow, look at this view. I'm at a little clearing on my way up to the top, and I couldn't help but to stop and just admire how beautiful this is. I can't imagine what it was like to be the first man to be walking through New Zealand and coming across this site. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm about 5 minutes from the top, and as I've been walking up, all types of thoughts have been going through my mind. You know, little sayings like off the beaten path. Or what else? Once in a lifetime. Like, I don't think I'll do this again. Stop and smell the roses. Haven't seen any roses. I've seen some wildflowers. But let's see, what else has been going through my mind? Half-price gondola rides, you know, as in the return down the mountain. What else has been going through my mind? Are you an idiot? Yeah, that thought's gone through my mind a couple times. But anyway, I'm almost to the top. So I'm gonna keep on going on, and hopefully the view will be excuse me, worth every step. Oh yeah, one other thought that's been going through my mind is, thank God I brought my water. Okay, onward. Okay, so just a little further up, there is some beautiful wildflowers here. And these remind me of that certain someone that I promised I wouldn't mention her name, but I know if she were here, she would certainly be appreciating how beautiful that is. That is her favorite color. I don't have to worry about if I'm shopping for her what color to buy. Just get her some shade of purple and she'll be fine. So Valentine's Day is coming up though, so I don't know if I can find purple roses or not, but we'll see. Finally, I don't know how long it took, maybe 45 minutes to an hour at least, but I'm nearing the top. So, and the sun's probably about 45 minutes from going down, so I'm not going to spend too much time up here because I'm going to want to find my way back down and maybe even get one of those big Fergbergs. So we'll see. Alright, so there's your view, or the first view that I've seen from up near the top. I'm not exactly on the top yet, but nonetheless, that's just a beautiful, beautiful view of Queenstown and the lake. So let's find our way up to the top. Okay, so this is the top, and as the saying goes, just do it. I think that's a Nike slogan or something. So that's how I feel right now. I just did it, and I'm not going to repeat that thought by going back down the hill. There's a sign just as you get up the hill, one-way tickets down, $16. So not exactly half price, but you know, considering the sun's going down and everything, then I think it's probably a good idea to take the gondola ride down, if only just to share that with you as I ride down for my my Fergberg. So let's go on up to the gondolas and see the view from up there as well. I should just step out of the camera here for a moment and just give you a beautiful view without me obstructing it, so you can see just how gorgeous it is up here. And I could probably tilt the camera back just a little bit and then maybe even just turn it and give you a nice panoramic view from the top here. I'll have to Google the name of the this, but this mountain that is, but you can see just how beautiful it is. Todd, I'm sure you're appreciating this. And Scott, you too. Well, this is one of the first things you see when you get up to the top, of all things, Jelly Belly. So I'm gonna walk on in. I'm sure there's probably a gift shop in here, and I know there's a restaurant. Let's just go take a look. So looks like they're getting ready to close down for the evening. Here's your collection of all the nice little toys that you can buy for a special someone's back home. There's Milford Sound. That's where I'm headed in just 2 days. So that'll be nice. Walking through somewhere along the line, I'm sure I'll see the souvenir that I want to take back with me. I'm definitely going to want to get a hat from somewhere, a New Zealand hat. They actually have a luge up here that you can ride. So I'm gonna walk out. Some beautiful flowers hanging from the restaurant entry. Looks like there's a bungee jump up here as well. Look at that. Just beautiful. Okay, and for $199 you can have a 7-minute ride on a parasail, just like that. And you know, I'd probably give that some thought, but for those of you that have been following me for years, you know that I've done that. Whoops, there's my little text message from the woman that I can't mention her name, but anyway, those of you that have been following me, you know that I've done this parasailing several times in the Italian Alps, so, and that hasn't cost me but a smile. So there you have it. There is a parasail over Queenstown, and then if I come over just a little bit, you will see the restaurant. People having dinner, enjoying a $1 million view. Let's see if I can zoom in on this woman and see what she's actually having for dinner. What do you think? Salmon? Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, here are these couples being served. What are they having? Okay, so as you can see, I opted for the gondola on the way down, and I think that was a good decision considering the sun was going down. I need to get something to eat, and I need to get to bed so I can wake up early and put in a good day's work tomorrow. So I've got all of 2 full days of working here, and then I'm going to take off for 2 days and go see some beautiful sights in Milford Sound before heading over to Dunedin, where it'll be back to work as usual for me, but I will manage some sightseeing.